I'll let you lead the
Okay.
conversation.
Okay. So this week we found out acclaimed historic band Linkin Park that we all grew up with. They've now picked a new lead singer and a new drummer. John, do you know their names?
I don't remember the drummer. The drummer is a producer who just like slowly came into the band. The singer is Emily Armstrong,
Mm-hmm.
who came from a band called Dead Sarah
That's
originally.
right. That's right. And
Dead Sarah
the new drummer is Colin Britton,
on
who's
Brit-
his own
yeah.
songwriter and producer. He's the new drummer. Okay. And what do you think about these new guys?
So here's the thing, man. I'm gonna take you on a roller coaster. I'm about to take on a massive roller coaster. Um, so music is subjective. Like we all got taste. Some people make fun of Linkin Park, some people don't. Um, just like Taylor Swift fans. Some people are like, man, Taylor sucks. She's overrated. And then some people love Taylor Swift. I grew up with Linkin Park. That was my one of my gateways to music.
Hmm.
And I think every teenager has like a gateway
Hmm.
that makes them get into all sorts of things. Linkin Park is one of those bands that if I didn't get into them, I probably would not discover Trent Reznor
Hmm.
or like Nine Inch Nails
Hmm.
or even Hans Zimmer and stuff like that. Like I would not get my love for music
Hmm.
if it weren't for a band like this. Me and a friend grew up and went to a lot of their concerts.
Wow.
I had a best friend growing up who I knew for the better part of 10 years, and he died in 2007.
Oh man, I'm
He
sorry.
was 21 years old, and I'm gonna tell you a crazy thing. So, for our listeners out there, there was one time in our life where you would call somebody's phone and it would ring back.
Hmm.
And it would not ring, it would play a song.
Yeah.
The weirdest detail of it all is right before he got into a car accident, he had the song Leave Out All the Rest playing on his ringback, literally right before he died. I don't know if anybody knows the lyrics to Leave Out All the Rest, but the chorus is something along the lines of when my time something when my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Let me leave behind some reasons to be missed.
Hmm.
And don't resent me. Keep me in your memory. Something. Leave it all the rest. Like the weirdest song to have on his ring back right before he passed.
Hmm. When
You
my time
know,
comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reasons to be missed, and don't resent me. When you're feeling empty, keep me in your memory. Leave out all the
leave it
rest.
all. Yeah, yeah. That was what played on his phone before he passed. So my emotional connection to the band went further when he died. Right.
Mhm.
Um, 10 years later, Chester dies, and my grief like compounded when Chester passed away. Right. Because like it just brought back all those emotions. It's like everything comes back fleeting just in an instant when he passed. So 7 years later, there's all these weird reports that something is happening. they have a weird clock that they post on YouTube, and it's counting down from 100.
Okay.
It goes all the way to zero and it glitches out. And then it counts all the way back up from 100 hours.
Okay.
So 200 hours it did this. And
Okay.
then it all led to this performance where they unveiled a new singer. I had so many emotions of flooded me
Hmm.
the minute that this person came out. I think she's incredibly talented. Um, and it's one of the first times in probably 8 years that I've been able to that for a little bit that I've been able to go back and listen to their music without feeling some sort of pain
Hmm.
for an instant. And I mean the performances are great. Her voice is great. It's amazing how her voice has that the way somebody said it. It's got that light sheen,
Okay.
that the high sheen that
Hmm.
what's his name, Chester could invoke, and everything was going great. And this is where I take you on a roller coaster, Ben. Have you heard anything else lately about what's going on with this?
A little bit
Oh man. So then my heart sank.
because.
The news comes out about 16 hours, 12 hours later
Hmm.
that Emily Armstrong is a Scientologist.
Hmm.
Not only is she a Scientologist, she was one of those people that went to court and
Hmm.
defended Danny Masters.
Did you see her response to this earlier today?
I did see the response.
Okay.
And I think it's good she did that.
Uh-huh.
It's good. I don't know if it's the best possible scenario that she could have done. Um, and now I'm so conflicted on how I feel again.
Just as a musician, do you like how she fits with the band?
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
I mean, just the sound of her voice when you're listening to them play.
The voice is incredible, man. If you
Okay.
go and listen to the latest song is the emptiness machine.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
There's a part where like it starts with Mike. Mike is the like rapper. Mike is singing in it, right? And then it like transitions into the new artist.
Okay.
And she's just singing that verse, and then that chorus hits, and she just like goes
Hmm.
hard. Like it's
Hmm.
just this rasp, like a raspy aggression
Hmm.
that you just hear like that invokes the spirit of Chester. Like you
Hmm.
could feel
Hmm.
the spirit of Chester in that voice.
But she also feels like her own voice too, which is really
Feels like
cool.
her own. She
Yeah.
does. She does. But here's what I'm gonna ask you, man,
Hmm.
because for the first time, you know, I've never been a hardcore Harry Potter nerd.
Okay.
I am not. I have not
Okay.
been a hardcore Harry Potter. I appreciate Harry Potter, but I've never been a hardcore lover of Harry Potter.
Uh huh.
But I think for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm one of those fans that has a J.K. Rowling in his, you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
funny comparison. Yeah, sure, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but look, the thing is, when Harry Potter was coming out, we did not know. When it was coming out, we were free to just love the books, love the movies. We were so free. And now
Yes,
we've grown up.
yes.
Harry Potter's behind us, and now just J.K. Rowling stuff happens. And now it's for us. It's easier to kind of cut it and say we don't like her. We like this. And for some
But
people, they say they don't like it all. But we've grown up. It's easier now. Yeah, you're living in it.
think about everything you just said. We have all this stuff in the past,
Yeah,
all this stuff that we like in the past.
yeah,
We didn't know back then,
yeah,
but now we don't like her.
yeah.
Almost the same story.
But the issue is, John, because now you're going to be following the future of this band with
Yeah, I
her in
know.
it, and that's the difference.
I know, and it's, man, but yeah, I think the thing is, it's like, I'm now grieving something that I've
Yeah,
been in love with for like almost 20 something years.
yeah.
But here's something I did find out
You
that I
have to
did.
understand. It's a different band now.
Yeah.
It's called Link. It's really Linkin Park 2, and sometimes the sequel will have things that the original had, but it's its own people with its own creatives, and it's a different band now. You have to come to terms. Yeah.
But here's something I did find out that I did find out about her. If it is anything to add to this conversation, um, I was watching a Scientologist on YouTube talk about this because it's been like all over, like
You've
everywhere I
gone
went.
deep. Wow, this news just came out.
That, well, I mean, it's just like you open up YouTube and like
All right, John. I
whatever
open up
you.
YouTube and I see Beetlejuice reviews.
And so basically, this guy talked about the fact that Emily, that there might be a little bit of grace to be
Okay.
extended
Okay.
because Emily Armstrong is a naturalized Scientologist in the
By
fact
birth.
that she, at birth,
Okay. I didn't know. Okay.
she's she is a what they call a cadet baby.
Okay.
Um, yeah, well, no, it's not good.
I don't know the lore of Scientology at all. I know nothing about this.
I did not either until now. I did
Okay.
not either until now. But
Okay.
allegedly, um, think about child slaves. Child
What?
slaves. Yes, she's a
What
big.
is this thing? Isn't Tom Cruise a Scientologist too? Like, what is this?
I'm like, but why do you think a lot of people have a lot of complications with Tom Cruise?
I just
Because
haven't looked into it. I'm just like Mission
it's,
Impossible guy. He jumps off plane.
it's awful. It's awful. Like there's
Okay.
some, but here's the thing. Like, but here's where I go back and forth too. You go into most religions,
Hmm.
there's a lot of awful things in most
Right.
religions.
And those people in those religions are not responsible for all the awful stuff. They,
Yeah,
your religion's complicated.
but she was born into it. Her parents
Hmm.
are Scientologists.
Hmm.
She only has one mom that is alive. She's only been seen at she's only been seen at one Scientology function in the better part of like 8 years,
Hmm.
what they said, but that she is a victim of child slavery, according to what they said. What they said.
Is she
And
still a
then
Scientologist, or has she like renounced it?
she has not talked about it. She's not. These are people
Mm-hmm.
that know her because, according to what they were saying, the Scientology community is not a big. It's not big.
Hmm.
It's not big. It's like almost kind of like when you live in a small town, you're gonna know
Yeah, I got you.
who
Hmm.
that individual is, and and these are people that grew up with her
Hmm.
in that child slavery area, and they were abused just like she was, but she can't talk about it
Hmm.
because if she comes out and denounces Scientology, she'll never have her family again. That's the problem. That's
I
the problem.
understand. I understand.
So it's kind of like, where do you go with it? Do you not like this person?
Nicole.
Do you? It is such a weird thing. Weird thing. And as a fan of this band, for the life of me, I don't know why they would pick somebody with so much complications like this. And on top of that, Scientology, I don't know if you know about this, Scientology does not believe in medicine. They don't believe in anything like that, like at all. And this is
Why wouldn't you
coming,
think Scientology would believe in science?
they, they believe that, and this is what's messed up.
Yeah.
They believe if you have some sort of illness that is some sort of like specimen that you have to get out of you yourself.
Alien.
Yep. Yeah. So, and the thing is, Chester Bennington, he was a mental health advocate.
Hmm.
He was a strong mental health advocate. I believe he believed in like, medicine and getting therapy and all that stuff. He was very vocal about his trauma. He was a victim of sexual assault, which is what makes the Denny Masterson thing so complicated.
Yes.
Um,
Do you think her voice is special enough to justify all of this,
I
or do you
don't,
think they could have found someone? Yeah,
I don't, I don't think it's enough at all. I really
because
don't.
I've listened to my relationship with the band isn't as deep as yours at all, and I've listened to a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
didn't feel like I didn't feel anything special. It's a different. I understand the others are the same, but for when she sings, it sounds good, but it's not
but you also never had that, that affection for the band, like, well,
I liked them, but not as deep as you.
yeah,
Yeah,
not as deep, no. So
but I knew his voice, and his voice was so special.
it's fire. It was fire.
His voice is magic. Yeah.
Like I went, like I was like, when I was on the way to Beetlejuice last night. I can't remember what song it was, but it was just the way that he could hold a note
Hmm.
with
Yeah.
that high, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, like it's just
Yeah.
there will never be another one like him ever, never. And I just feel like I know they say they did it organically, that it wasn't just like a rush decision. Apparently, they've been working with her for the better part of 5 years, but it just feels like the worst decision
Hmm.
they could have made. Like, and there's no way they didn't know that she was a Scientologist.
Hmm.
There's just no way. But that's my thoughts.
All right. So
I've been
John,
on a
John,
roller
John,
coaster for two
can you
days.
leave me and the viewers? If we want to get into Linkin Park, especially like the classics with Chester, where should we start? Is there like a special album? Is there like a special
Well, I,
compilation?
I think if anybody knows Linkin Park, man, it's Hybrid Theory every time. Each and every time. Hybrid Theory is one of the most magical albums to
Hmm.
ever be made. That is full of like layers,
Hmm.
textures,
Hmm.
and just all the just little notes that add and add. I think it's one of the best rock albums ever produced. Meteora, everything else, everybody can have their debates on all those.
Hmm.
Hybrid Theory is an unabashed masterpiece. And it's short, concise, and it gets like it's just such a great album. Such a great album. There's a reason why every time they put music out from that album again, like whether it's B-sides or demos, that it just tops the charts
Hmm.
all over again overnight. And I know people love Meteora. I love Meteora too. Hybrid Theory is where it's at, and it's always going to be the best one.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, John.
Thank you. Thank you for hearing my rant.
Oh, of
So,
course. It was a beautiful story and a roller coaster at the end.
if I could
Yeah.
say one thing
Mm-hmm.
before I get off,
Mm-hmm.
um, to my dear friend Chris, may you continue to rest in peace, and to his family lost his brother too. They lost both sons within 2 years.
Oh my God.
My deepest love to them because they mean everything to me. So,
Beautiful. All right. Thanks, John. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We'll see you next time.
yep, bye.